Okay, so let's see what this little tool can actually do. So create online shoe store. Here's our shoe store. And well, I would say it looks pretty nice, but I'm not impressed yet. So let's go. Let's continue with piano synth. And here's our piano synth. Let's see if it works. So, and it does work. I am impressed, but I'm not mind blown yet. So let's continue. For example, next thing, create me a drum pad. And here we are. Here's our drum pad. Does it actually work? Let's find out. Just putting some things here very fast. And those maybe, and see if it works. Okay. This is amazing. This I did not expect. It worked right away. But I think even there is more. So, create an interactive Microsoft Excel. And see, here it is. Okay, does formula work in this thing? Is equal A1 multiplied with A2. It does work. This is really impressive. I am mind blown. But let's go for the grand final. So what we do next is create a Windows XP desktop with a working Microsoft Excel shortcut. That is what we will get. And yes, let's see. We have the start menu, which is working. We have the time, which is actually synced with the real time. This is impressive. And we have the Excel. Let's see if it works. And it does. It opens. I can move it. This is really impressive. And let's see if formula works. So A1 multiplied with A2. And it does. Really impressive. I am mind blown. This is the best thing what I've seen for a long time. Alright, this AI tool called WebSim. It's totally free to try it out. So the only thing what you have to do is you click on login and then you sign up either with your Google account or with your Discord account. And once you're signed in, you see exactly this page where you have creations of other users which you can explore and check out. And then the only thing what you have to do if you want to create your own creation, you just write here, make X, Y, Z, or you write, you put in a fictional URL like Instagram for cats.com, and then it's creating this website for you. What is important to notice, then this URL will not exist in the real web. It's like only existing in this web simulation. That's why it's called WebSim. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our first creation. Okay, so first important thing, when you start with your creation, you can choose your AI model, the large language model you want to use. So you have Sonnet, you have from OpenAI GPT-4o, and you have some open source models. What is important to note that I hardly recommend to use Sonnet 3.5 because, well, this is the most advanced model of Anthropic, because WebSim is not really new. It has been around for quite a long time already, but only with the power of Sonnet 3.5 it really started to kick off. So what we're gonna do is we create our car store now. So create a online car store. Let's do that. Here say that it shows the process of the generation, and as you see, it's very fast that it's generating actually the context. So here we have our first version of our website for selling cars. If you created this page, you see that, well, there are some images that does not look nice. I mean, this looks quite strange. So I think I'm gonna re-roll that, so then we get a new image for that. And this one, now this looks better, and this one is a little strange too. So let's improve that. All the other images look fine for a while. The others looks much better. So what you can do now, if you have this page, you can actually use it for your own use. You can just download it, and when you download it, you just can open it, and if you open it, it just looks like that. What you notice here, that the images are not perfect, so those you have to insert yourself again. Okay, so let's close that again. Let's go back where we have been. And so what we want to do is, let's say we have here this About Us page. So if we click on this About Us page, it does not exist yet. So all the links that you see here, those pages don't exist yet. And if you click on it, they're gonna be generated on the fly. So now it's generating this page, and you see you have this URL, this fictional URL in this virtual environment, which is called outerverse.com, and now we are the About page. So the navigation is pretty consistent, and this is very nice. And here we have the About page, and now it's just like putting the content and even generating some pictures of the people who are working at this company. Very nice. So now we just want to go back, and now I'm going to show you what you can actually do is you can add some URLs. So now this page is in dollar, but actually want the currency in euros. So you put in question mark, and then you put currency is equal to euro. And if we regenerate it now, you will see that it's actually adjusting the currency. So in a short moment, we have the currency, which will be then euro. And here we are. We have the currency in euro. So, and it added here, actually, you can then change back, the user can use its own currency. What else we want to do is, okay, we have we can do shopping, we can go to the details, but what about if we want a cart button? So what we want to do is add a cart button and the referring logic like by. So before we added like URLs here in the URL bar, but now I added a prompt, so you can actually add prompts here too. So right now it seems, oh, it's fine. I think it's going. Yes, it's going. So we have this now in the currency euro, and what we want now is that we have a card that users can actually buy things. So let's see. Here we have our card, and it changed the website a little bit, so we can actually add our cars to the cart. And we're just gonna see if this works. If it does, would be really nice. If it does not yet, I'm fine with that, because we can easily improve it. So here I just want to see if I can do that. Muslim added to cart, and it is actually working right away. What is not working is the cart icon. We don't want this implemented right now. We're happy how it is. And yeah. So that looks pretty nice. We have the cart option, and yes. So let's go for our next example, which would be we want to create an encyclopedia. Make an encyclopedia for countries. So now it's generating us this encyclopedia, and with this page I will show you some more cool things which are actually pretty nice. So for example, now important to notice, and this is a mistake which I sometimes forget to do, we are still like in the same process of doing things. but this is not what we want. We want to restart from the beginning, because here we have still this currency euro thing, and this is what we don't want that. It looks quite nice, okay, but actually we want it differently. So if you start something new, you just click here, so it goes back, and then you put in make an encyclopedia for countries. So now you came back like to the starting point, and at the starting point you can start new things, because if you keep going in your old, let's say, call it project, then it's reusing the code and it will not be like fresh. It will have a touch of what you did before. So right now here I have it. I have the featured countries, and well, let's see if this actually works. If I put Japan, I think this does not work. It's totally fine. If you have something that is not working, you just tell it, make it work. So here again, those pages don't exist yet. So now if I click here, it will generate me the page about Brazil. So it will be an encyclopedia entry of Brazil. Here you see in the URL, wikipedia.com, countries, Brazil. So here we have now the information and everything only about Brazil. And let's say, well, we want modern style, and modern style is usually that you offer dark mode. So the only thing what you have to do is you put here and you say dark mode equals true, and then it will then make the dark mode. We let it, okay, now it's finished. So let's do that. And then this will put everything here for us in the dark mode. Here we are. Dark mode looks pretty nice, and it is in dark mode. We have all the information. It's adding some more information about the country. Pretty nice. This is really great. Now, what we want to do now is actually what you always can do, which is very nice and works very well if you use Sonnet 3.5, is to just improve it. So here I can just say now, okay, that's good, but just improve it. And now it's just, well, as the prompt says, it will try with its own understanding of websites and everything to improve this website. Sometimes it's a lot better, sometimes it's not that better, sometimes it even does not work then anymore, but I'm gonna show you can just always jump back, and yeah, but actually this I will show you a little bit later. But okay, if you want to jump back, you have here your different versions, and then you can easily jump back for doing that. So it's changed some colors, added like some more colors. So I would say yes, it's an improvement, not that, well, it's very good. I'm happy with how it looks right now. Okay, so let's do some more stuff concerning websites. As we mentioned before, what we can do is let's just copy paste an existing website. So we just put in instagram.com, and now it will create us a website which looks pretty similar to Instagram. So if you want to create something similar to Instagram, or you're not happy like with how Instagram is just like how it is, you just create your own Instagram in this virtual world, and then you can even interact with other users in it in this virtual internet. So here actually we got the starting screen. It is very similar to what it actually is. And yeah, well, this is kind of the login screen. So let's try that. Actually, I will put here in some fictional numbers and a fictional password. It is actually using the password. And now let's log in and see what is the next step on this virtual thing. So, well, maybe, unfortunately, it might now create us the login page, or it tells us something like login failed. Yeah, now just created us the login failed page. It's okay, it's okay. I'm fine with that. I mean, only creating a page like that would take a developer, well, minimum like some hours. And here you get it just like in seconds, and it looks quite okay in this case. So let's continue. What about creating a LinkedIn for dogs, or let's say cats, and all the users are cats, and make okay, I almost did the same error as I did before. So we go to start, and now we create this page, make a LinkedIn for cats, all the users are cats. Now it's generating us a website for cats. And here we are, we got the original LinkedIn style. And yes, it looks pretty good. So yeah, it's generated us this page, and we have like just landed a new position as Chief Mapping Officer at Sunbeam Solutions. So it's like really like content like you would see as that cats would post. So this is pretty nice. So let's continue, and yeah. What we're gonna do next? Okay, as next we try our piano synth. And actually, yes, we just go on piano.synth because, again, I'm sorry. Piano.synth. So here's our piano synth. Let's see if it works. And it does work, but it is very ugly. So I would say improve it, make it more visually appealing. Yeah, okay, this takes a little bit. So one more thing what I want, okay, it's still very green, okay, it improved the design a little bit. Now it can be that it does not, yeah, no, it does work, okay. So the design is very green, I'm not so happy with that design. Okay, but here we have logic, and actually this logic is working. So this is like very great. And I think now we're gonna proceed a little bit more with this area, because we did lots of website now. Let's do some more logic things. So one thing that is really impressive, what I find out so far. So let's do, what about making a pen? Make, we just go back. So we do make Microsoft Paint, which is interactive and working. For this paint, there's actually even more logic involved. And then I'm gonna show you some more interesting things. So we get our paint, and let's see actually if it will work. We have to wait a little bit till this is finished. It's finished now. So we have only one color. No, actually we have more colors. We have the brush side, and it's actually working. Can we change the color? We can change the color. This is very impressive. Can we change the brush size? And we can. And I think here in this example, can we clear it? We can clear it. Okay, so this is actually working. Now, it's very simple. So what we want is improve it and add a download button. So first of all, what we want is more functionality in this case. And when we painted something, and which is like amazing and which is very nice, we want to download it. So let's see if it can implement us this logic here. I'm curious if it understands right away how this download logic should work. So we have the download image. we have some more options now. Let's see if it still works. Okay, it does not work anymore. I cannot click anything. This is what I mean. Sometimes it's like getting lost. So right now we had working functionality. Oh, sorry, was my bad. I did not wait till the end. I got a little bit anxious because actually it is working. I was a little bit fast, sorry for that. So it is actually working. We have the brush size, we have different colors which are working, and now we have like even the eraser which is working. We can put a rectangle. Now it seems like we have still the eraser selected. The line does not work. Okay, but this works, and the cycle does not work either. Okay, there's some functionality that does not work, but it is pretty good for like the first start. And let's see if we can download it. And we can actually download it, and here it is. So it was like just working perfectly. Okay, very nice, very nice. So let's do even more complex stuff. So what we want to do right now is we want to create an Excel. And this paint actually we want to save for later. So what we're going to do is we have always options, of course, to like. So we just bookmark it, and we want to publish it, and we make the name a little bit easier. So we call it paint. And then we have to copy this link and save it for later somewhere. And let's continue then now. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna duplicate it. So we're gonna save this tab for later. And we're gonna go back, and we're gonna create an Excel now. So create an interactive Microsoft Excel. Let's see what we get now. And this Excel thing is pretty advanced stuff. It's not just like, it's not simple if you want like the real Excel logic working. So we need some more tries that it's actually working. And yeah, because as I said, this is not simple logic. So we have here, we can put our values. So let's put in 10. Let's put in, okay, it disappears. So let's put in 10. This works. We put in 20. That works. And here we put in a formula equals A1 multiplied A2. It does not work. So we have to fix that. So I just say, okay, let's see. Formulas are not working. Fix that. So let's see if we create a new version where the formulas are actually working. And if it does, that would be really nice. And again, this is not simple stuff. Some months ago actually, I think that was not possible, that you get results like that so extremely fast. Because we are not talking about here like prompting for like half an hour or an hour. No, we just make one prompt, like one little fix. Okay, we don't know yet. And then it's actually working. So let's see, we put in here 10. And here we put in 20. And let's see if it's working now, equals A1 multiplied A2. And what we get, an error. So we have here the 20. Now we're just gonna need to help it a little bit because we got this error message. We open the console and we see here that we got these errors. And I think this is related to this. So we just copy paste this here. And then we're just gonna say, okay, listen, formulas are still not not working, I get an error message, and then I just copy paste the error message, and let's see what is going with that. Let's wait a little bit till that is finished, and we will see if our new version is actually working. I really hope that it's working. Sometimes, in this case, I played around already a little bit with it. Sometimes it takes some more time that it's actually understanding what you want. Sometimes it's really fast. So let's see. Okay, now it's explaining us how we can use formulas. We can even use sum. This is like really amazing. Let's see if it's actually working. So we have to put the numbers here. Then we have to put here 20. And here we put in equals. I get the error again. I don't know. A1 multiplied with A2. Still getting this error. Let's see. Okay, this is like equals. Oh no, sorry, I got the error when I put in this here. A1 multiplied with A2. Okay, so it's not perfectly working, but it is actually working. So it just like, it gives me an error at the first time. Remove that. Okay, this doesn't work, so it does. Okay, this is strange. So I put in A1 multiplied with A2. I don't know why it was working then here. Equals A1 multiplied with A2. And then it's working. That's a little strange. Okay, but I think it's working. I give it a last shot. Formulas logic is still a little quirky, and fix it. So this is like the last try I'm gonna give it. Let's see if it were gonna work instantly or not. And then we just gonna continue with our last big thing that we wanna do. So it's regenerating. Let's see if this actually will work now. So we put in 10, this is working. We put in 20, this is working. And here we put in equals A1 multiplied with A2, and we get 200. Nice. I would say I would give it a pass. I saw this error message for a second, but okay, I'm fine with that. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna save this. And we just gonna call it Excel. And Excel 1. Let's call it my Excel. And then we copy the link. Or actually, I just duplicate the tab. And then now what we're gonna do now is the final thing. What we're gonna do is now create me. What we're gonna do is this thing here. Make it a blank desktop with start menu in the lower left corner with regular Windows XP options. The desktop background is plain gray. So we want that is create us exactly this thing. And now let's see if it really can create us a working Windows XP. So here we are, we have already the start menu, we have the gray background. And yeah, let's see if we get more. Okay, it's done. So we have the start menu, which is working. And yeah, it's not like the perfect icon. Maybe I can re-roll it. And let's see if it's getting us a better icon here. Okay, that looks Does not look amazing, but okay, and we're happy with that so far. So what we want now is that it adds our Excel here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell it like the thing, add Excel as an app on the desktop. Click on it, should clicking on it should open the app, a small window, and then what we have to do is we pass in our Excel app here. So here we have then the Excel app, and let's see if it's actually working. Retro Windows Webos Net /XP. This is our app. Well, it is retro, but I have to say when I used Windows XP I was very happy with that. So we have actually the Excel symbol, and let's see if it works. And it does work. It opens, and I can open it, I can close it, and let's see if it actually works. So I put here in 10, here I put in 20, and here I put in equals A1 multiplied with A2, and it does work. This is pretty amazing. I did not expect this to work. Okay, but it does not look that nice yet, and I think what we want to do is we want to add our paint too. So we just copy paste our previous one and we call it the paint. And so what we're gonna do is we add our paint URL here. Actually, let's see if it works. If I put just this URL, or it has to be the shared, or well, I think it has to be the shared URL. So I have to click here, I copy the link, and then I add it here, and then I hope it will add to the paint and does not remove the Excel then. I'm curious about that. So let's actually see. And yes, we are waiting for the result, which is here already. We have Excel and we have paint. This was working. This is very nice. So let's see if it does work. We click on our paint and we can paint. Is this amazing? Yes, this is amazing. Now the last thing, what we want to do is we have this ugly gray background, but what we want is a nice background. So we put here in Windows XP wallpaper background. Wallpaper is the right word, so we go for images, and then let's see if we can just use the tools here. We want large ones, and then we just select a nice one, which I would say is this one. We open it, open in a new page. Let's see if it seems to be quite small. Can we click on it? Okay, this is like copyrighted. Sorry for that. Maybe we take this one. Open a new page. This one looks good, so we copy this link here, and then we just gonna say in our app here, okay, add this image as the background. So now it's creating us, makes the style a little bit nicer. And I think one more thing, as I showed in the demo, what we want to is the clock, which is actually synchronized with the clock right now. So let's gonna do that. How are we gonna do that? Okay, we have the nice background, we have our start item, and we have our paint and Excel. And now we want only to add the time display in the bottom right corner. It should show the real time. Here we are, here we go. Let's see if this actually is gonna working. I am very confident that this will work because this tool is definitely amazing. So we are creating now, it's regenerating, and let's see if we get what we actually want. And finally, it is still generating, it is still some seconds that this time will appear here. And here we are. Here we have this time and it is showing actually the correct time. This is amazing. Okay. Now, as for the last thing, what I want to do is I want to show you some real cool creations of some other users. So what we're gonna see here is like a little simulation. So you can really do complex stuff. The use case of that, I don't know yet, but okay. It seems to be fun. Then we have here we have like a game, let's say a board game, and you can chat, and in the chat process you will get like equipment, spells, abilities, you will know some opponents and things like that. So people are really created great stuff. And then another very cool thing that I found that people created was this a password checker. You enter a password, for example, SDF23, and it shows you how safe and secure your password is. And the more things you put, the more secure your password gonna be. That is a very nice tool. And the tool what I wanted to show you too is, well, you can here go to the explore page, and then there were some people who created actually Minecraft, which is like pretty amazing. See, you are here, and then you can even, you're in this area, you can move, you can go up, you can go down, and then you can even position some things, and you can put different shapes of it. So let's put something green I want, and this is amazing. I mean, it's just with a few prompts you have like your your Minecraft world. I mean, this is definitely amazing. Okay, well, those were some demos I gave you, and thank you for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to like and subscribe, and we're gonna see us in the next one. Ciao.